Hello, my name is Jason Mercer, the Toronto Real Estate Board's Director of Market Analysis and Service Channels. With November in the books, this will be my last video of 2018. So let's jump right in and see how things unfolded last month. First and foremost, we saw the continuation of moderate price growth in November 2018 compared to November 2017. The MLS Home Price Index composite benchmark was up by 2.7% year over year. The average selling price was up by 3.5% year over year to $788,345. While home prices were generally trending upwards on a year-over-year basis, we did see a dip in sales relative to November 2017. Greater Toronto Area Realtors reported 6,251 residential transactions through TREB's MLS system in November 2018. This result was down by 14.7% compared to November 2017. Now, the key reason for this decline was that last year we saw a temporary but strong upward shift in demand as the market was distorted by the looming OSFI mandated stress test at the end of last year. This year, we simply didn't see sales climb back to that artificial peak. Now, as I mentioned, even though November sales were down compared to last year, home prices generally continued to increase on an annual basis. This is due, in large part, to market conditions tightening over the past year. New listings were actually down more than sales on a year-over-year basis in November. This suggests that in many neighborhoods, competition between buyers may have increased. Relatively tight market conditions over the past few months have provided the foundation for renewed price growth. We can also break the market into home type segments. Home types with lower average price points have been associated with stronger rates of price growth over the past few months. Given the impact of the OSFI mandated mortgage stress test and higher borrowing costs on affordability, it makes sense, for example, that the condo, apartment, and semi-detached market segments experienced relatively stronger rates of price growth in November, as market conditions in these segments remained tight or tightened respectively over the last year. When we look at the month-over-month change in sales and price after preliminary seasonal adjustment, we find that November sales were down 3.4% compared to October 2018. The average selling price after preliminary seasonal adjustment was down by 0.8% compared to October 2018. Month-over-month figures, even after seasonal adjustment, can certainly exhibit some volatility. Now, turning from the pure stats and looking at the housing market from a policy perspective, TREB is certainly encouraged with the provincial government's recent announcement and ongoing public consultation regarding a housing supply action plan. Housing supply remains a key issue in the GTA market. More specifically, an adequate supply and appropriate mix of housing types must be part of the conversation, as is being recognized by the provincial government in their consultation documents. Transit supportive and gentle density missing middle housing should also be a priority. TREB has commissioned research on these subjects and looks forward to sharing it at our Market Outlook Economic Summit on February 6, 2019, and as part of the provincial government's consultations when results are available in the coming months. TREB has also encouraged that the provincial government remains committed to public transit expansion. TREB has long advocated for improvements to the Greater Golden Horseshoe Transit and Transportation Network and feels the time is right to have a conversation about the level of provincial and municipal responsibility that would be the most efficient arrangement to realize subway expansion sooner in Toronto and the GTA, as this will impact the housing market. Now, it's clearly been an interesting year in the GTA housing market, both from a pure market stats perspective and looking at the impact of government policy. With this in mind, I look forward to speaking with you again in the new year. Happy holidays.
Brought to you by GTA Realtors.